Hey folks, welcome back. As always, we are making Historic Brawl decks, and today we're making a Historic Brawl deck for Rasaad, Monk of Selune. This is just part of the whole making Historic Brawl decks for every single legal commander. Right now we're doing the Alchemy Baldur's Gate set. So we'll go over this list in just a second, but first let's go over Rasaad, because Rasaad is not a great commander, and as a result this list is very weird. So he's a 2 and a white, specialized for 5. We'll go over his specialized effects in a moment. When he enters the battlefield, exile target creature and opponent controls until this creature leaves the battlefield. So 3-drop for 2/2. Stats-wise, not great. His specialized is also not great, so we'll just go over them. This is red-white, so we'll be using the red-white version, but all of the versions, with the exception of white, do pretty much the same thing. The white version is, when this creature specializes, target creature exiled with this creature perpetually loses all abilities and has base power and toughness 1/1. Which would be almost good as a commander if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, since they can just send things back to the command zone, you can't actually use this to get rid of their commander or do anything tricky with it. So, yeah, Rasaad is weird. Yes, you can build him into any 5 colors. I've built him into white-red. I'll show you why in just a minute. But this list is very much just a aggro list. If the deck has not won or is going to win by turn 5, we may as well just concede. I won't since I'm playing it on stream, but if I was playing this normally as I've been testing this, that's probably how I'd do it. Not too much to say here, just a lot of value, a lot of 1-drops, aiming for stuff that will do things even if either flyers or has some form of removal or is just heavily statted. The goal is to just blitz them down as fast as possible. So why am I doing that with Rasaad? And what's Rasaad's other specialize? Well, Rasaad's other specialize is, for each of the other colors, it just adds text. When he dies, create some tokens. Like I said, it's pretty bad. So why am I building him this way at all? Well, so the interesting thing is that just because he loses text when he specializes, if you exile your opponent's creature with him, specialize him, and then they still get the creature back, as I learned. So you pay 5 mana for very little benefit. And as a result, all I've done is built a deck where the goal is to just take advantage. Do we keep this? We don't have... Yeah, we'll keep. I've just built a deck where our goal is basically to just blitz them down as fast as possible and then use Rasaad on turn 3 or 4 to remove like a single threat to try to just keep our aggro rolling. But that's pretty much the whole plan. Alright. We'll do A-Luminarch Aspirant on turn 2, and we'll see if we can get Intrepid Adversary on turn 3, I think, or turn 4, potentially. One more creature to control. I'll put them onto that for now. Looks like he's just ramping a bit into a counterspell, probably. Let's just see. I'm assuming we're going to get countered here, but I'm just going to go see if I can. So then next turn obviously will be, Intrepid Adversary and then pay the cost for 1 to try to bring this up to a board of a 9/9. I don't understand people who run search lands in... Alright. I don't understand people who run search lands in monocolor decks. Like, my assumption is that you just included the card automatically and forgot that it was there. Okay. put it on this. Just that it won't die to the illusion. You don't have access to the Phoenix, but we will have Authority of Consoles and Harsh Mentor. More Planeswalkers. He's probably going to mill me, right? Yeah. Land and Lion Sash. Lion Sash might have been decent in this game, but we'll see. Alright. Oh, he's just conceding off that? We'll go to combat first. But yeah, this deck is very uneventful in that sense. Like, this is... We'll see if he can still probably pull off a win here, but... Just to be on the safe side, now we're going to play the Authority of Consoles. Actually, he can probably counter that. Maybe he can't. I should have been splitting my stuff more evenly. If he has Return All to Hand, I might be a little hosed. Not much point in doing your +1s though, if that's going to happen. Alright, so we've got Chaplain of Alms. You can play that next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still got 5 mana. Even if he has the Return All to Hand, it might be a bit late. Kara Great Glass Spinner. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. I'll hold off until I see him use his last 2 mana. Good game. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that this deck is actually capable of doing. Sorry, I just did something with my mouth earlier, and I'm not sure why it just randomly hurts. Alright, we'll play a couple more. This is this is neat. Target creature or planeswalker. Shame it's not to any target. That might actually be... That's neat. I don't have that card before. That actually... It probably doesn't go in this deck, but it probably goes in a version of this deck. So I'm going to aim to do 5 games, I think, with this deck. Just because it's... Normally I'd say let's do... I plan to do 3, and it's like, let's get a couple good ones in there. But that game 1 is basically like, the deck's never going to do any better than that. Right? It's just not. Alright, free mulligan. Somehow I don't get mulligan again. Do I pick up? Oh, I have 10 1-drops. Sure. Give up. And may as well give up these 2. The classic play like, I think I might have closer to 21 drops in this deck, and I don't pull 1 in 3 mulligans. This is probably the right call. Because then we'll grab the Lagrella out of the way on the next turn. He'll play Lagrella, he'll grab Legion. I'll play Rasaad, I'll grab back Legion. Interesting. Well, in this house we don't believe in doing ridiculous things like slowing down the pace of our aggro decks, so all aboard. But as you can see, right, he's already stabilizing into this. He's still got 19 health. Like, he can just clean me out pretty easily. Maybe if I draw... No. Do I want to attack with anybody else? Everybody else will die. Not really. Yeah, what an exciting deck. Now he'll just use ETB, steal, probably. Yep. So that's the downside to this deck, is if you don't win, you know what? I don't even care. We're just gonna. If you don't win by this point, right? You may as well just, you know, just call it a day. All of which is going to stand to make this a very grueling and mildly obnoxious game for me to play. Ah well. Might work on some other decks after this one. Maybe not on stream though. Congratulations, you have stolen my 1-drop. That would have been useful actually. I think deliberately opting to play games out while I stream is aggravating. Oh, I'm just gonna go to combat with everything. Can't believe you're playing so cautiously that you're not going to block my... See, if Rasaad had at least... if they could have made this a good card by just making it so that instead of it being when it specializes, just leave both sets of triggers on the specialized version, right? Because its specialized ability is already ridiculously costed. Oh, I couldn't buff any of his cards. Tink-a-donk-a-donk. The deck does have Return from Avernus, so it does have one late game like counter bomb, but that still relies on having a fairly well populated graveyard of cards. I need to replace this with something else. Please, just end my suffering. Logrella, it's interesting. Logrella the Magpie, I think, is the single card I've been the most wrong about. Well, let's queue some more. I think that's, what, 2 games? Aiming for 5? I would really love it if the next 3 of them are not all just repeats of what just happened, but maybe I just didn't mulligan aggressively enough. Probably should have. Oh man, this is going to be kind of a rough matchup. By the time turn 4 rolls around, we can keep this though. It's going to have a lot of life gain. I would like to. I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna hold 1 turn and try to use Bone Crusher Giant as a Cemetery Gatekeeper. Just because I think that's going to be meaningful this game. But the downside is that if I've misjudged this and he doesn't play a creature this turn, I have missed 2 damage in a deck that is 100% reliant on son of a... Okay. Whatever, we're just going to keep going for the throat. I think this person might have been mana screwed. Ooh, yeah. Technically a victory. If I sound low energy, it's because it's 1 billion degrees in my apartment right now. My electricity bill has been $12 billion. On the bright side, though, I am planning to get a new mic soon, so hopefully my voice sounds less like I smoke a pack a day. It still won't sound good because it's my voice, but, you know, it'll sound nicer. Eladros. Wait, no, I pronounced your name wrong. Edralos? We have a 1-drop. We have a 2-drop. We have a 3-drop. We have... Okay, yeah. No, we don't have a 3-drop. We have a second 2-drop. And we have a 3-drop in Rasaad. But we're also not on the play. I will keep, I guess. Oh, we got a 3-drop now. Okay, that changes things. So the key here, and watch me get this wrong, is I need to play 2 planes as opposed to 1 plane. Oh, he's gonna have his commander out next turn. What is your starting power? 2? If I play 2 mountains and play the Ember Hauler, even if he since I can't do anything. So we'll do this instead. Otraka's Avenger. We're aiming to do Skyline Saver onto Otraka's Avenger, but I'm assuming that he's going to play Veldrak. And if that's the case, then the plan changes to... I don't think he'll trade. I was right. That's not good though. Though I'm pretty sure this is probably a combo deck, so if we keep up the pressure fast enough, this isn't terrible. That is just Angel, Angel Cleric, Human Monk. Do I just hit him for 2 this turn? You know, may as well force the counter spell. Yep. This actually works really well in this deck sometimes, but right now, as you can see, I just don't have the things in my hand for it. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Turn target permanent you control to its owner's hand. Actually, I can just do this. Give me that. Okay, yep, he's setting up for his next turn. I think I specialize actually into... Oh, but I don't have the mana to specialize into red. Okay, so I've been playing this wrong. I should have been watching the lands I was playing a little bit more carefully. Maybe I do Skyline Savior to get back the Angel of Unity to put him back in my hand and play him again? We'll see. I didn't draw red, so let's do combat first. Then let's see if this works. And then we'll just play you again. Human Angel Monk. And now it's turn 5, which means this is where potentially things... Oh, wow, he is really... Is he digging for a board wipe? Four games! Alright, this might be a short stream. I just want to say that this is the opposite of the Kalem stream, where that deck did really well when I played it a bunch off stream and honed it. And this deck I made rather quickly. And it did very terribly, but I could... So I actually made another version of this deck. I made a version that was black-white. Maybe after we do 5 games with this one, I'll show the black-white one real quick. Because it's pretty bad. So I think that's 4 games, right? Which somehow we've actually won 3 of them, even though we really shouldn't have. Of course. So if you've ever wondered what deck this would lose really quickly to, you're about to see it. And of course he's on the play, because why wouldn't he be? Poor Tasha needs all the help and support it can get, because otherwise it might occasionally lose a game. And that's just wrong. Protection from each mana. Block targeted, dealt damage, enchanted, or equipped, or anything. Yeah, God forbid our... Does he not have the... He doesn't have the mana, or the land for it, does he? Okay, what do I do with that? Well, let's do this. It's okay, we still have a chance as long as he doesn't draw a single land card of any color. Probably this, actually. Yeah, I'm not blocking. I don't care. What are you gonna do? Get rid of my Tybalt? I'll be heartbroken, I tell you. Piss off. He knows I have the Ember Hauler. Let's just get as much damage as we can. Doesn't make a difference if he top decks a land, though. Oh look, he top decked a land. Such a garbage card. Opponent would search a library. I could specialize this. No, wait, that doesn't make a difference because it comes in as a 4/4, swings in, dies, and that doesn't matter. Change of plans. Don't worry, game. Your precious Tasha will be fine, because what's the point of a deck that can attack your opponent? If we're lucky, they'll do something stupid, like being like, wait a minute, I'll just use my -6. Come on. You know you want to. You're a Tasha player. Use that -6. Do it. Go get yourself 3 of my up to 3 drops. Oh no, you actually have a brain. This is terrible. Can't be blocked. I would love to know whoever made this card what they were thinking when they printed it. Oh right, they didn't print it. This is the digital only version. I thought it was... Oh well. I have 4 damage on the board. He's gonna wipe it, isn't he? No, why would you buff that? You gonna give everything -X/-X? That would make the most sense. Nighthawk Scavenger. So much fun, I tell you what. So many choices. So much fun. Well, he can gain all the life from it back, so, you know, what's the point? You are being saved. Please do not resist. Oh no, my hand is in such dire straits. Oh man. Do I have any more twos? I have Rasaad. Yeah, may as well. One, two, technically 3, 4. Oh no, my graveyard. Watch him do the -6 and pull the... Probably Rasaad? Yep. Except it doesn't exile anything when it enters if it isn't already doing that, so up yours, mate. Do I have lethal? I think I'm 1 off lethal. Yeah, I'm 1 off lethal. Well. No, wait, no I'm not. I swing with these, I train, I hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I exile Rasaad. 4 attackers. Yeah, let's do this. Because the Skynar Vanguard's trigger is still going to finish, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Training. Exile Rasaad. Training. I had lethal, but I didn't. Oh no, I had lethal. Yeah! Woo! I'm shocked I won that game. I really should not have, but fuck you, Tasha. All right, so let me show off. I'm gonna ride that high for the rest of today. What time is it? 6:10. Let me show off the other version of this deck that I made. So I made a black-white. I tried making a more traditional version of like, oh, it's your standard. You've got some removal. You got some other stuff. The downside is that the second I play this, you immediately get queued into Go Shinty Shrines, no matter what. So let's see if that still happens. I'm amazed. So I want to be clear for anybody who's watching this. My Rasaad list is terrible. Yes, I went 4-1. Yes, it beat Tasha. It really didn't deserve that. That Tasha player was just a complete idiot. Alright, it's time to face down our boy 420 Blaze It here. Wearing... So actually, he has probably one of my more favorite... Let's free mulligan. Yeah, this is much better. I really like Vivian on the Hunt as a commander, actually. I think it's a very fun commander. It's a really cool green toolbox that just can do a bunch of searchy stuff and do a bunch of things that usually green doesn't actually get to do. There's a right choice and a wrong choice, and then there's also just me being an asshole choice. I pick that one. Otherwise known as the no, I'm not going to let you cultivate on turn 2 technique. Ooh, hey, so this is one of the new, let's do this. I would like a 4th land. Doesn't look like I'm going to get one. This is one of the new cards from the recent Historic Anthology. Like I said, I think this is sort of the right spot for it, right? It's a perfectly fine card. It's just not godly by any means. What do we do? What do we do here? We don't have anybody in the graveyard, so let's do this. Let's see if he has a pump spell. Vigilance, Lifelink, Menace on a 4/1. Imagine the power. Ooh, Kogla is probably going to fight. Interesting choice. Move your commander to the command zone. Yes, what else am I supposed to do with it? Kogla, whenever he attacks, ruins all my stuff, so let's hold off on just setting myself up to get absolutely dunked for one brief second. I can specialize into white and black. Black recovers stuff from the graveyard. White. Oh, you know what I can do? I need one more mana for that. Nah. I don't think you're actually going to want to give up Tireless Tracker. Hey, look, I was right. Place 2 humans. Do I have 2 humans? I would if I could draw one more land. Okay, so this is green Chunky Boy ETB, which means I'm going to just get splammed. If I draw one more land, there's still some Weasley ways out of this, but without drawing land, because I kind of need to draw some land, it ain't happening. Wish this had Death Touch. Alright, at least the bright side to this is that there's a chance Actually, there is no bright side. Without a way to get rid of Kogla, I cannot win this game. That requires one more land. Okie dokie, that actually changes things a little bit. Kind of depends how many more turns I get, though. I think I get 1 or 2 more. He gets 4 more cards in hand, and I get severe problems. How do I play this in a way that doesn't... I don't think there is a better way to do it. I think I have to just accept that... Oh dear God. This is what we in the business call a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. Wait, hold up. That I recognize, but what is this? That's kind of cool. Alternately. I mean, I've still lost, but, you know. It's what I like to call it an immoral victory. But he has 8 million mana now and 8 billion creatures to play with it. So it's kind of hard to feel super enthusiastic about the state of things. I would like Ethereal Absolution. I don't have access to green. I don't want to give up either of these other ones. I have to give up one of them. Which one do I give up? I think I give up Ethereal Absolution. Turn. Yep. Third creature. No more land for you. Now at least I have a 6/6. If I pull one more, I can get sworn to the Legion, and then I can start trying to do something practical. Oh my God. You'd have to do something catastrophically foolish for this to not just end in me getting my head cracked in the next several seconds. Are there any creatures I would really want back? Not really. Maybe I should have specialized into white. I don't know. He has 8 billion mana, which is what I would not consider great for me, but weirdly enough, Pekla Worm might actually be the biggest problem right now. Well, that's fine, just keep going. Probably should have played the Lotus Cobra first, but who am I to judge? Seek a permanent card with mana value equal to the number of lands you control. There aren't enough lands for that, buddy. Sorry, there aren't enough creatures for that. I don't think there is anything above, what, 11 or 12 cost? I'll check after this. Technically speaking, the biggest problem is Nyx Bloom Ancient, but I have to get rid of Narbonne. There's no choice. Narbonne stays out, I guarantee to lose. Yeah, has to be Narbonne. Yeah, I think I've probably lost this. He has access to, what, 45 mana? 45, I'm sorry, 45, 48. It's a lot. The point is that it's a lot. And I have access to not a lot. I would need another board wipe of some form, which I don't think I have a way to get. Okay, that's game. If he doesn't play the Craterhoof Behemoth... There we go. Okay. Anyway, you can probably see why I did not choose to run this deck for the stream, even though I'm showing it off now. The red white one is not great, right? But it has a plan to win. It has the ability to win. Rasaad's just kind of a lousy commander, right? Like the ability to say, "Hey, I'm going to remove one threat like once." Honestly, his special, like, he's probably fine. He's probably balanced for limited formats, but his specialized cost is so high, and it doesn't actually prevent the thing that he's been exiled with from coming back, so that he basically just doesn't matter, right? He's the world's worst 3-drop enchantment. In either case, I think that's going to be the end of the stream for today, so let me just go over and pull up the tier list, and we can rank Rasaad. I'm going to switch off studio mode, and I'm going to add him. I bet I've been mispronouncing his name this whole time as well. Just that would be about par for the course. Rasaad.png. And we'll just open that up. And I should have done this in advance so it doesn't take as long, but I didn't, so here we are. Rasaad and his multiple variants. D tier. Rasaad is saved from F tier by virtue of at least doing something when you play him. It's not a very good something, but it's something. And unlike Corlessa, they don't then offer like some form of build around or high cost that doesn't like provide any actual value. So Rasaad joins Kaleem in D tier for being a just kind of a fairly mediocre card that doesn't offer much potential as a commander, but not being so awful as for me to never want to pick them up and touch them or use them ever again. They have a valuable spot, and they can probably do as just an include, like if you just want to put him into a different color deck, yeah, he's probably fine. But as a commander, no, absolutely not. That's going to be the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. If you've got thoughts, comments, feedback, stuff like that, please feel free to just leave them. I do read all the comments whenever they get added. If you like my stuff, please hit that. Please lick the scrib and all of that. And until next time, take care, and I'll see you then.